Hey, Bartonella family, I hope everybody's feeling okay today. I know not all of us are, but hopefully some of us are, and I hope no one is like ruining your day by bringing you down or not. Leave the influences and that bad stuff outside of it and get on with your day. But at any rate, I thought I would come on and stress something due to a lot of videos that I've watched and a lot of stuff that I've heard people say on the web. And I'm not trying to counteract it. I'm just trying to warn you before you do certain things. Now, especially if you have chronic Bartonella, chronic Lyme, us that have had it for a long time, and most of us that have had it for a long time, we're watching these videos because we've had it for a long time. So, okay, Rife Machines. I hear a lot of people talk about Rife Machines. We own a Rife machine. Now, let me explain how you feel after a Rife machine. A lot of times, if you do have chronic stages of one of our co-infections, like Bartonella, I get on the Rife machine, and if I leave it on for, say, 6 minutes, my body starts to feel like I'm buzzing, almost like I'm vibrating, like, when you go, like you're shivering. That's how I feel when I use a Rife machine. I don't like the Rife machine. That's just a personal preference. I suppose it is doing its work, but when you've had it chronically for as many years as I have had it, and your body's probably more spirochete than anything else, it doesn't work too well. Now, I have a very good friend who has mycoplasms, Lyme, Babesia, and Bartonella. This guy used a Rife machine because he had a real expensive one, like a $3,000 one. He was on it for, I think they said around 3 minutes. And then he just stopped, kind of looked like this, and just stared. He totally lost all thought of anything and everything, almost like an epileptic seizure of some sort. Felt absolutely like hell. He also does not agree with Rife machines. I suppose, going by myself, I wouldn't use it, but maybe if it was the beginning stages, then I would. But I personally am not fond of Rife machines. And mine collects dust in the cupboard. So just look at people's reactions to using Rife machines, because you're stirring them all up in your body and you're making them go crazy, okay? I know we have to get worse before we get better, but... So, what else did they say on there? I can read my own writing. This is something, they didn't mention this, but I am. Foot detox. I am all about foot detox. I really am. I have a foot detox machine, and especially if you put in brain cramp, guys. Here we go again. Epsom salt. Had to stop and think, a little bit of magnesium in there. Magnesium is something that we definitely want to use when having a Herx reaction. Or I would suggest taking a magnesium, bath a couple times a week. A little bit of Epsom salt, that's all it takes. You don't feel any weird effects from it, and it's just overall good for you. But I wouldn't stay in there any more than about 20-25 minutes, no longer than a half an hour. You don't want to overdo it. A couple cups of it's good in your bath water, and I really do enjoy it. Now, food. I hear a lot of people going on about the stuff that they're eating. Well, let's just get down to what it is they're saying that they're eating. Eggs. I hear a lot about eggs. Did you know that eggs can actually set off your Bartonella? I don't know if you knew that or not. I'm not saying to not eat them. Eat them sparingly. I wouldn't sit down to 3 or 4 of them at a time. Like, I have like this allergy with eggs now. It's not all the time. It's just with store-bought ones. Now, if I get them from Roger's mom, I'm okay. Maybe hormone-free, I don't know. But still, they say that eggs are not the best for people that have Bartonella. And, you know, I don't have a reason behind that. I don't know if it is the sulfur in it, maybe, that the spirochetes react to, or what. But eggs are not really the best for you. Now, garlic. Here's something that's supposed to be wonderful. So many healing properties and stuff. What does garlic do to me? Now, mind you, chronic again, once again, somebody's chronically, 30 years of this crap. Garlic makes me feel like crap. So it must be doing its job, right? Right along with the Rife Machine, I feel like crap. I feel lethargic, worn out. The whole world seems dark and hazy. Kind of like if you were to drink a bunch of coffee and then crash. That's how I feel with garlic. And then I feel heart palpitations, the whole 9 yards after I eat an amount of garlic. And I love garlic. On to lemon. A lot of people mention lemon. Lemon water every morning, great for you, this and that. Well, guess what? That happens to be one of the fruits that I ended up not being able to have due to this damn disease. So, I mean, lemons are probably good for the rest of you, just doesn't work with me. Another thing they say, cinnamon. Another food that I started having an allergic reaction to. So, it's really good for everybody. It's not good for me. So, all I'm basically saying is just because it's good for somebody else doesn't mean that it's good for you. It really doesn't, because you really need to take a list of things, what you eat daily, what you ate prior to feeling like crap. I'm not talking about like a major hurts. I'm talking about, when we have our flare-ups that last for an hour, 2 hours a day, whatever. Keep a diary of what you eat. I know I feel lousy after ketchup, and they say ketchup's not good for you. And we all know that Bartonella and all the spirochetal diseases feed on sugar, anything that's sugary. It also makes us want to eat it because we crave it. It's kind of like being pregnant for the men that don't understand that. Your baby wants some certain vitamin, and you're going to crave it. Well, I crave sugar. Yeah, apparently, the spirochetes want to eat. And, yeah. So, pay attention to what it is that you eat, what it is that you do. I just found the way to get through a hearse is time. A lot of sleep, a lot of time, a few vitamins here and there are not going to hurt, that's for sure. I'll be getting into different types of vitamins that they talk about using and what a lot of herbalists say to use. Don't fall for all your herbal stuff that's on the web. Don't be taken in by this god-awful, crazed way of making money. I mean, some of it's good, some of it's not. Once again, it is how your body reacts. We are all different. We are all different. We all react to things differently. I'm intolerant of just about everything that there is out there as far as movement, sound, sight, food. You become adjusted to it after 30 years. You figure out, okay, so now I'm having a reaction to this certain type of food and this certain type of food. And so you start kind of like excluding the stuff that really bothers you. Like bananas really bother me. And I love bananas. I love lemon and I love bananas. And I love chocolate. But, yeah. When you're hearing people on the web saying do this and do that, your body's individual. Maybe their body can deal with it, but your body may not be able to deal with it. Unless you are seeing an herbalist who tries you out on things you really don't know. So before you go out there and you start buying all this fancy stuff, just look in some books, some really good books, books that I've mentioned on here, your top-selling books, things like that. Gluten-free diet's always going to be good for you no matter what. I mean, granted, that is probably 75% of all the food out there, but just saying, that's always good to go by. But look into things before you, mix up cinnamon and honey and a little bit of baking soda or something for whatever, heart palpitations or something. Make sure you're not allergic to a lot of things before you put yourself into a regimen or whatever. Read labels. You know, I mean, now we read labels anyways, but definitely read labels. It's so important. Even on, like, your vitamins and stuff. And I've mentioned before in some of my videos, I don't know if it was on here or one of my other channels, but this one guy, he was the son of the #1 vitamin guy in the world. I don't even remember who he was or what. And he says, I'll tell you what, I would never take vitamins. That doesn't sound too promising, does it? But I think a multivitamin is good every other day maybe, or every couple of days. I don't know about every day. But that's just with my body. So, anyway, I hope everybody is having a good day. I hope you're having a good week. Don't let anybody's personality destroy yours. You are special, whether you know it or not. You may have a little bit of setbacks, but you are strong because you are dealing with this crap and still surviving. All right, guys, I love all of you. Please leave any comments. Let me know what you guys, eat, what you guys do when you're having a herx, what you recommend. I just recommend a lot of sleep, definitely cutting out the sugar and the gluten, magnesium baths with Epsom salt, foot detox, and of course you can never go wrong with flaxseed oil. Keeping those nerve endings nice and greasy. All right, guys, again, I love you. Thank you again for watching.